the freeway. That's
They
very
do.
true. Or on the left, excuse me. But
She brought food. She is so about to get pregnant. She
there it
don't even
is.
know.
That's all you need to get a baby from Edward is food.
Yep.
But
I'm gonna have a How I Met Your Mother segment. They're gonna be like, "How did you meet? How did we get born, Dad?" Like, your mom brought fucking Portos and 2 tacos from Jack in the Box. That's what happened. You better thank that big ass white head on that man at Jack in the Box.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
She brought a snack pack. She brought some egg rolls from Jack in the Box. That's why I got you some.
She brought a snack pack and got the back cracked. That's what happened.
God. Oh my God. And alrighty then. Welcome again to another fucking episode of this freaking show. You gotta be give them rated R and you give them PG-13, you know.
There you go.
But welcome. My name is Theodore Tamlino Watkins, and this is the Theodore and Edward Show. Give him your name, sir.
My name is the one and only Ray Liotta, and I come out in a film called Goodfellas. You guys must go watch. I'm still getting royalties from that. I need that stream 18,000. No, I'm kidding. I am Edward Williamsburg McDonald's.
And a nigga just suggests fucking Goodfellas one time, and it just nows your whole fucking identity.
That movie is changing Italy and Italians for me. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to Olive Garden. I'm going to Buca de Beppo, and I'm gonna hit up Rome.
That's
and
racist.
I'm gonna just tell people. I'm gonna be all like,
"Have y'all heard
Goodfellas changed my life." That's fucking amazing.
Oh
it's not racist. The mobs are originally Italians.
No, I'm talking about Buca de Beppo and fucking. That's like saying Taco Bell is a representation of Mexican food. Is it?
No,
it's a bastardization in a way.
Yeah, it's a fucking skid mark.
Yeah,
representation of what Mexican food
actually is.
No, but Buca de Beppo is authentic Italian.
Is it?
Olive Garden ain't. Olive Garden is Italian Denny's. I don't know if you told me that or if I saw that on TikTok, but I agree with that 100%.
Italian Denny's?
It's Italian Denny's.
That's fucked up.
That's
good. That's fine dining right there.
Oh, yeah. I'm scared that one of the wine bottles are always going to fall off the ceiling. Mm-hmm. I want to know the architect who did that.
I mean, it's just a whole bunch of shit on the wall. Every time I go to Buca de Beppo, it's just a whole bunch of new shit just on the wall. And whoever like put that up, first of all, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting it up. All these frames and shit. This damn bicycle on the ceiling. Goddamn. So like, I don't know I'm not putting that up. But yes, welcome to another episode of the show. We out here. We gonna be talking about stuff like we always do. We always talk about stuff, you know.
Exactly. We just talked about Italians.
Exactly. You know, Sopranos, Many Saints in Newark, out now, streaming on HBO Max. HBO Max, hit me up. But welcome again. We're here to talk about things. Things are happening in the ether, in the atmosphere. But before we jump into it, we like to jump into what we would call one of our favorite segments is what we've been streaming, what we've been looking at, what we've been listening to, what we've been watching, what we've been hearing. I think I went last time, so I'll go first this time. Edward, I've been streaming. You know, I've been streaming some stuff. As you know, I'm still in the middle of my 31 Nights of Halloween. I cheated the other day by watching a movie during the daytime, but it was still my 31 Nights of Halloween. I watched one every day. So,
hey, it's 8 p.m. somewhere.
It is. It was probably in fucking.
Apparently, it's Alaska. It's always 8 p.m. over there.
I mean, yeah, from the looks of it, it's always dark. Yeah. Isn't there like a point in Alaska where it's like 16 hours of darkness or something crazy? You know.
Yeah, 30 days of night is based on like their actual weather. I think they get like a whole month, maybe 2, where it's just darkness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why I'm scared to like go over there at that time because that is Dracula.
How do you know when to get drunk?
Man, shit, how do you know when not to? Really, is the
Yeah,
question.
how you know when not to? And then like that's how I base my
Darkness and
time,
snow.
night and day.
Yeah, darkness and snow is not a good mix.
It's not. That isn't. Yeah,
That
that's
is
very.
that is not a good mix.
That is a horror movie right there, right in itself.
Yes.
But speaking of them, yeah, like I've been saying, I've been watching horror movies every day this week. I watched some this week. Honestly, it hasn't been that great because I've had a little streak of movies I didn't really care for.
So go with my selection.
You know,
First up,
but
30 Days a Night.
what really one that is something I would like to watch. But really one movie that I watched this week was Final Destination. That was one of the movies, which is the original one, the one where on the where he misses the he sees the premonition of the plane going down, you know, and he cheated death, so death has to come get him. You know, it was actually pretty good for the first like 35 45 minutes. It was good. I was really liking it. But it got more and more ridiculous and dumb. And one scene, the first kill was so funny though. But
go ahead. I have a question though, but go ahead.
But what I don't know, it just got really ridiculous. The acting was not good by anybody, honestly. But what it did do good was show like some of the things that people have to deal with when they're dealing with crazy remorse and grief. And you know, something like they were supposed to be on that plane, they were supposed to die, and now, you know, because of this actions of this one dude, it's like he's kind of saved them in a way. But then one, you know, teacher was dealing with the fact that she put another teacher on the plane, told him verbally to go on the plane, and she's really really messed up by it. So yeah, I don't know, it deals with that for a second, but it just gets too ridiculous towards the end. There was lightning at the end. I don't even know what's going on, but yeah, what was you about to ask me?
Is the first Final Destination the one that has the scene where the lady was like, she basically got stabbed by her own knife, but the way the knife got her was like the phone rang, but it fell off the countertop, and all of a sudden there was some ice dripping from an ice tray that isn't in the fucking freezer, and it fucking vibrates or something. Then all of a sudden the knife gets closer and she slips on the water, and all of a sudden the knife is coming from like the garage, and it is.
And that one. But then there was a point where she gets stabbed when she's on the ground. She gets stabbed, and then like something else happens because the dude that got everybody off the plane is in the house at that point now. And then all of a sudden, when she gets stabbed, it's like the refrigerator falls or something falls on the knife to stab her even more.
Yeah,
And the dude is sitting there like, oh, what do we do? And then all of a sudden, the fire happens and the house explodes. So it was too ridiculous at that point. The first kill was so funny to me because he like slips in the you know, he has that shower thing with the cord or something like that, and he slips getting in the bath or something, and it wraps around his neck, and he's like, whoa, it's the way they wrapped it around his neck. It looked so funny, but yeah, it just got too ridiculous. But one movie I did watch this week that was really good, it's probably my favorite movie of the week, was Children of the Corn. That shit was great. I loved that movie. The reason why
these kids.
Fuck them kids. Isaac, that kid I need to know that actor's name. That kid is great at acting, but it was just weird and almost like you can kind of see how that weirdly could happen. I don't know. But he who walks behind the rose, that nigga was, and the end kind of tripped me out too, because it was kind of real at one point, you know? And these kids was actually, you know, Isaac came back to life or something like that. But yeah, Malachi I will kill that kid. I'll fight that kid. Because one thing about this movie that I think I kind of liked was like the children, because they're all kids, you know? So when the dude comes, he just pushing kids out the way, moving kids the fuck out the way. He ain't fighting them. He ain't got to, because I'm just pushing these dumbass little kids out the way. But I would have fucked them kids up. I'm killing kids.
Wait till you see the other 4.
Yeah, so yeah, I want to see the other ones.
They start to become lackluster and they start to become like downtrodden, but essentially, the plan that was made there is a good ass plan. A town ran by kids, and I think when you hit 17, they 19. Kill you. Oh, 19. Yeah. So it's just that shit. It's a good movie. It's an okay franchise, but it is a very good movie.
Yeah. So I was glad I watched that. But yeah, I watched some weird ones, but I guess that's the beauty of horror movie. What's that?
Can we agree on something real quick? When it comes to horror movies and there's cornfields, why don't we just burn the cornfield?
Yeah, automatically, like off rip.
How's that? Like, let's just burn the cornfield. Like, even in the Netflix horror, the tall grass. I'm burning the tall grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm burning everything. If my son is lost or my daughter, whatever, it's cool. Let me go get some gasoline and I'm going to burn and set fire to this. And I will be playing music as I do so. The people that I'm looking for will be coming out on this side or the other.
Yeah.
But the point is, they're going to be out. That's it.
So we can regroup.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers. Burn this fucking shit too.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Who else had cornfield? Children of the Corn. Sinister 2.
Sinister 2, yeah. I was about to say, what is that? Yeah.
Burn the fuck out. I'm napalming that corn. Burn corn. We are not at a shortage of corn, and
we're not.
Signs. I'm burning that cornfield.
I have not seen Signs.
Don't put me in front of a cornfield and it's 9:30 p.m. Don't do it, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what needs to be done. My mama could have been taken in there by the monster. I'm like, all right, I'm burning this shit down. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. That's not what this is.
And there's a lot of stuff in horror movies that like little tropes and things that keep happening, but I keep noticing as I'm watching horror movies.
Let's normalize flooding basements, people.
That's terrible.
They come up. The monster or your kids, they come up them stairs. There's only one way up. And that's when you get the brass knuckles. And if you in the Conjuring, you want to etch the cross into the brass knuckles, and you whooping ass.
You're beating ass at that point.
That's what that is, man. But go ahead, Ted. I'm sorry, I digress. I don't like things that I feel like don't belong in what is this, 22nd century? Are we still in the
21st century?
Let's burn the Mayan calendar. I don't like 21st and 22nds and all this stuff is irrelevant. But
but
stop. No MGOs. Say no to GMOs, kids. That's what I gotta say.
That's what you gotta say. But yeah, that's just really what I've been watching. Has just been a lot of horror movies. That's all. But what I've been listening to is anything but horror. It's actually been very good, very great. I recently talked about JoJo, I think last week on the podcast. Been listening to JoJo's album still. That song "Anxiety" is really dope. The video for it is dope. It's about anxiety. Hey, look at that. And it's dope as hell. Love the melody. Nardo Wick, the kid who won't smoke with me. Who won't smoke with me? N-word. Who won't smoke with me? He drops a remix to the song with Lil Durk, 21 Savage, and 1G Herbo. And I'm fucking with it. I fought with it. You know what I'm saying? What is it about, this rap music, Edward? And I'm being serious. They talking about killing who won't smoke with me, about to fuck a nigga's lungs up, meaning I'm about to shoot this nigga, this black man in his chest and all that. I don't want to do that. Me, Theodore, I ain't doing none of that shit. I ain't doing none of that. This crimes. These are crimes. But what is it about? But I love this song. I love it. And I bang the song with my windows down at loud volumes. What is it? I need to talk to my therapist about this, because what is it? What is it about the music?
I mean, it brings light to a certain mood that we all have. Anger, rage.
That's true.
And it just, they
like you have a problem with somebody, yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a lot of these rappers are rapping about their upcomings and lifestyles and community and how it goes. So for them, it's like it's the real thing.
Yeah.
For some of them, I don't want to say for all of them. For some of them,
that's
but
very true.
For a listener, it just feels good to know that someone is saying the words that you wish you can say to someone that you've probably felt a whole lot of animosity for.
I like that. I like that. That's really good. Way to explain it.
Had a great bar on for 2016. By the way, in the 2010s, 2016, it's the best era for music. Period. But his bar
era for presidential elections, apparently too.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Everybody was listening, not voting. That's the problem.
Damn.
He said, "What was that shit? You come up to your spot and wet the whole block up, make it drown or something like that. Shoot your grandmama house. It was some shit like that, and it was on X. And I love that bar. I wish I can remember.
But yeah, it's just but I get that. It's something that the listener kind of wants to say or want to do, and we have this deep urge inside us to do it, but we don't act on it. But there's people out there that it's their unfortunate way of living too. It's terrible.
Yeah, there's some that will act on it.
But but going back to what I'm listening to, it's always something. I'm listening to JoJo talk about anxiety. Then I go to Nardo Wick talking about killing people. Then now I'm going to this man named CK. He has a little TikTok Afrobeat hit that's been popping. It's been in my head all day, all week, pretty much. I don't even know what he's saying, but I'm feeling the vibe. I thought, what is it? Love in One TD? And it's by CK. I think it's the remix or something like that. And Alessia Cara, I'm going back to, what is this eclectic ass, all over the place ass music. Can't stick to one little genre.
You're a human being. You have different moods and stuff.
I know.
That's why rock was so big and prevalent when it was.
In
the era of kids and people being all prep school like and everything and having a certain attire and you have to live this way and be this way. It was like a damn daily ritual.
Yeah.
Then comes fucking Coheed and Cambria and AC/DC and Metallica. And
then comes Coheed and Cambria. Okay.
Yeah, all them niggas, they make you want to rage and Slipknot and not Creed. All of the, it's a mood that every genre focuses on.
Yeah.
That they primarily focus on. And rap, just that anger and rage.
Now, rap music and hip hop music probably take up a lot of a bulk of what I listen to, but I listen to probably everything else too. I try to at least. But this Alessia Cara album is really good. That song "Best Days" made me cry the other day. It was great music. But that's pretty much what I've been listening to and looking at. The only things, like I said, sorry to get on another tangent, but the only thing, I've never cried to a movie. Like I said, famously, I don't cry to movies, but I cry to songs, like songs that I love or songs that just hit me hard, or fucking like Facebook videos when somebody's coming from the army and then they surprise the kid. Almost 80% of the time, I'm done. Or something with a dog, like not a dog getting hurt, but maybe a dog reuniting or something like that, or something with a dog. It's every time.
I saw one where a dog didn't come back home to the family because the dad died. So after the funeral and all that was done, he goes to the graveyard and he just lays on top of the grave. He doesn't spend no time at home. He wants to be with the dad.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And
that's crazy connection.
Sad songs, and I was like, God, don't do me like this.
Yeah, that's terrible. But I've watched a lot of films. Went to film school and have not cried to a movie. I don't know what's wrong with me. But
did your teachers try and actively make you cry?
No, I haven't had nobody try to make me cry. I mean, I've watched Marley and Me, okay? So what?
Man.
I've watched Marley and Me. I've seen The Fault in Our Stars. I don't know why that's the other one I think of when people try to cry. What else? I'm not gonna cry to Titanic. I'm not gonna cry to Titanic.
Ass movie.
So, what else do you want? The Notebook. I don't want to see that. I mean, like, if I'm in a relationship, I'll watch that movie. But I'm not watching that fucking movie.
I think I don't know if I've seen it or not. I know I seen Best Part of Me. That shit had me crying.
I can't call that.
It's another like John Sparks or something like that.
Nicholas Sparks. Yeah, he can. Yeah,
Jordan Sparks. There we go.
My father actually wrote The Notebook. And I'm on American Idol. All right. But there we go. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to, been looking at. What about you, Edward? That was a long streaming segment, but we get through it. What about you? What you been looking at?
Man. Let's start with what I've been looking at. Mm-hmm. I've been rewatching Squid Game.
Rewatching back to back.
Rewatching Squid Game. You speak on Sang-woo is up.
Sang-woo.
All right, then.
Hey,
that man.
People don't understand Sang-woo. They don't understand him.
I don't think people get the position that you're in because of the gullibility of Ali making people feel sad. And I get it. I felt sad too.
I felt sad too. Shit. Ali was dope.
That's hella sad. Like, yeah, Ali just hella gullible and shit. But we all in here for a certain reason.
Yeah.
And I think what people need to realize is at a certain point, it's going to come to a head where this team that you're working with is eventually going to be someone that you have to go against.
Yeah,
which
eventually.
Which will end up being either your life or their life.
I mean, if you want to be like, keep it a buck, he was down to his, okay, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Squid Game, preface it, skip ahead like 5 minutes, okay? Skip ahead, fucking, this is your warning. But he only had one marble left, right?
That's it, yeah.
So he was about to die, about to lose. So does the moral right thing to do in everybody's mind is to be like, oh, he has to accept the fact that he's lost and go ahead and take the bullet to the fucking head? I'm about to figure out. Yeah, I'm about to punch him or about to figure out how the hell, because now my life is on the line. Literally, my life has been on the line the whole time. But for real, my life is on the line because there's one ball. So I got to figure out a way to get all this. And I use one of his advantage wasn't his brute strength or nothing like that. His advantage was his brain because he went to the business school or whatever like that.
SWU.
Yeah, and he was a smart dude. He was always known to be smart, so he used that to his advantage. And unfortunately, it was like that. It was immoral, but I mean, if I could I can be moral dead. I can hear y'all say, "Good job, thank you for doing that. You were so moral." For giving him that, letting him win fairly. I'm dead though.
I'm not. No, I'm changing the game. The irony in it is he's hella smart, but he's still in the Squid Game.
That's true. Yeah,
that's one of the things. That's why I kept rewatching it because what's his name? Gi Hung, the main character.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it came into talking about Sang-woo, he was like, "Yeah, this guy's a fucking genius."
Yeah,
he went to SWU,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I see the symbolism in that because it's like, okay, you went to the Harvard of South Korea, but you're in Squid Game, and Ali after the whole thing with red light, green light, and what he did, I guess he got classified as the brawn. So I like that marble game was a very good depiction of brain versus brawn.
And that marble game was probably the best episode because the conversation between two girls was like great.
Yeah,
they everybody acted so well, man. Everything was like, I always take acting really into consideration because it honestly draws me into your story as if the actors are good or not. And they acted really fucking well. Everybody did.
Very good.
I still don't know. I barely don't know what the police officer did though. He was like, what did he do? Did he do
the police officer?
Yeah, what did he? Does he end up finding out that? Keep skipping ahead. Keep skipping ahead. Okay, we're talking spoilers. Fuck you. Keep skipping ahead. But he ended up finding out that the homeboy was his brother, right?
Yeah.
So what? But like, then he got shot.
Yeah, that was it. He got shot and he died.
He died. So, but what was he was investigating, and did anything come of it? Like, I didn't know what the police officer's story. Like, it didn't mean anything. I think.
No, it was just like a side thing along with the doctor and what he's doing. It was just showing you like a different angle.
I
and
guess
he was just looking for his lost brother, and that was it.
It made it seem like that he was going to uncover the whole shit, and he was going to, break the story or something like that. But nothing really happened from that.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, that's. I mean, he could have wet the whole block up. Honestly,
he could have.
I could, man.
But yeah,
let's not go too deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Squid Game, I've been rewatching some Hunter x Hunter. I'm back on my anime shit. I'm back on the Chimera Ant arc. I'm loving it. This antagonist, Miriam, this for the weebs out there. He's not your everyday villain, not your average villain. He's learning as he's like all he does is play games with people. Like he's a strong ass antagonist. That's all you need to know, Ted. And he like walked into someone's mansion, their embassy, and he was like, "Yeah, this would be nice. I'm gonna take this over, and this where me and my boys gonna eat people." And that's what happened. They ate people. But since he's king, what he does is throughout the whole show, he's playing games with all of the best game players. Like he'll read a book on chess, the rules, and then he'll have his like royal guards go find the best, like the king, the greatest chess player, and he'll play him. And after he's done playing them, and if he beats them, he kills them. So he does that with chess, mahjong, checkers, all this stuff. And then he gets to some other game, and there's this blind girl, and she's like the best person that ever played it. And as he's playing her, he's losing every single game. So he doesn't want to kill her because he wants to beat her. He wants to be the best.
Yeah.
But he's like, so it's a very good like angle on how a villain is and how it's like it's not just like mass destruction and everything. And he's just like he's learning as he's going, just like, damn, like why am I feeling affection towards her? Why do I feel so mad at her? Damn, why do I feel remorse for her not being able to see and everything? So I'm rewatching Hunter x Hunter. I'm liking it. Still not better than Naruto. Fuck you talking about. What else have I been on? That's really been it. Home Sweet Home, the Netflix show, fucking horror show. That shit is crazy. Yeah, it's just like an apartment building, and it's these monsters. It's just monsters. There's no real storyline, Ted. This is monsters. It's just monsters and different types of monsters. They lock down the fucking apartment, and this big fucking Bane looking dude, he chasing these kids. But then you got this little girl. She can crawl on walls, and she trying to get this dude. And then like the security guard got infected with something. Something's infecting people, and like they start bleeding out their nose like a lot. Yeah, like at least 20% of that show's budget went to nosebleeds because it ain't just like 11 Stranger Things like little.
Yeah,
it's like blah blah like, and then when they talking, like one dude he knew that he got infected. And he was telling the kids, he was like, run. But it was so much blood, it's going in his mouth. And he just... oh, God. So it's just so... I'm like, that costs money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking blood to be putting in people's noses.
That's a lot of blood.
So it's crazy. One dude, his top part of the mouth is here. The bottom part of the mouth is here. And there's like a big-ass tongue that gets your ass. He trying to get in the apartment. One dude is infected, but he ain't turning into a monster. He got like super strength for some shit, but he get fucked up. Then there's one that can't hear, that can't see, but he can hear. It's crazy. It's a woman walking around the apartment with a stroller, but there's no baby in it. But she keeps telling people, "Look at my baby." It's fucking crazy. It's hella crazy. All these monsters, and she walking around. Hey, y'all see my baby? She fired, right? People looking in there like there ain't no baby. And the manager, the owner's like, hey, just, she lost her baby last year. And, her stroller went out to the street. She wasn't looking.
Damn.
That it got him. So
Spot him, got him.
Yeah, but I recommend it, Ted. I recommend it just for the craziness of it. Don't expect a storyline or a plot. It's monsters and weird shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, onward to music. I ain't really been listening to that much. Yeah, I ain't been really listening. I ain't been fucking with music like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Who I got in my recent listens?
I mean, you gotta
Willow
fuck with
Smith.
that. Yeah,
I got
Willow
Willow
Smith.
Smith.
Yeah, the Meet Me at Your
And
Spot song. That song's been going viral this
I
week, I
fuck with
feel
that
like.
song.
But yeah, I like that song. That song is dope.
And
All right.
what's the name? A dude named Alec Benjamin. I just found out about him
I've seen
on
that name before.
Live Nation Festival or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, Twitch broadcasts music festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I'll watch him there, and he got some good music. He got one called "Oh My God," and what's the chorus? I just want to do the chorus. What is it?
Oh.
Oh my God, I can't remember who I was just last December. What have I done? How did I get here? What have I done? Oh my God, look in the mirror. I was young, nothing to fear once. What have I done? How did I get here? What have I done? But the way he sings it is great. Y'all just imagine a cadence. Okay. Y'all imagine that. That's really about it. I ain't been listening to too much. I go back to Lil Nas X because that album is good. Isaiah Rashad because that album is good. I'll tell you what I ain't been listening to. CLB and Donda.
Oh, you have not.
I do not fuck with.
Oh shit.
Okay, mini rant.
Oh shit.
Too Sexy is not that good. Come on, people.
Oh God, no.
Too Sexy is not that. That chorus is not that good.
All right, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, that if Payola is still around and living, that's fucking proof right there.
That's fucked up.
That's fucking. That is not. No, y'all. That ain't no fucking organic.
We don't say negative things about Drake on this podcast, okay?
I'm not. I'm just saying that song ain't as good. There's 7 a.m. in Bridal Path. I don't care if it's a diss song. That's a good song.
But I just love Future's part, okay?
I don't like his part. That's why I love
Future's part. Pray for all my dogs, all my niggas behind the fence.
See, he keep fucking shit up for me with Drake. Because I didn't like the shit he did with what the shit. Life is good. 100,000 on the keys, everybody. Like, nah, like I like
100,000
working on the weekends like usual. Way off, and that date, like I'm liking Drake's part. I don't like when Future comes in. Yeah, I'm not
little
for
bitch.
it.
Whoop. I love that song.
I'm not for it. I need more Drake.
When Future, see the thing, but I'm a Future fan. I like Future a lot, but I only like him pretty one-dimensional. I'm not gonna lie. Meaning, I only like the hype songs. I don't like the love songs, really. I don't like the slow Future. I only like the hype party, you know, that life is good, you know, Too Sexy, this feature. I don't like nothing else.
Gotcha.
That's what I felt like, you know, DS2 was. But you don't like What a Time to Be Alive, that album? That was a moment in time.
Another mini rant. I do not like that album. That is
Digital Dash. Digital Dash? Jumpman?
I will take any Drake album except for More Life and Scorpion. But when it comes to Future,
More Life is underrated.
I don't fuck with it.
Scorpion is his worst album.
Yes, that is for sure.
But More Life is underrated.
I don't like any Future album really, except for Evo and
DS2.
Yeah, Dirty Sprite 2. Because What a Time to Be Alive is the one with diamonds on it, right?
Yeah, diamonds on me dancing.
Yeah, that one's cool. I don't like it though.
Big rings. I got some really big rings.
She did some really big thing. Yeah, I don't like that shit. This fucking payoff. I don't like that. I don't like it. Dirty Sprite and Evo. I need just Future. I don't like their meshing. I like Drake and Rick Ross. I don't like Drake and Future because it's just it's like bars, but then I don't want to say mumble rap, but it's rap. It's bars and melodies.
It's a vibe. Listen,
and I don't like it.
Let me tell you the story about probably the most littest moment of my life. Okay, I was at the Drake concert circa 2015. It was circa 2016 because it was the Summer 16 tour, and it was Drake and Future, and Grammys come on. And I turned to my sister. I said, "Oh shit, Future's about to come out." So I'm hyped, and I know that Future's about to come out because it transitions into Future going off. And when it did, there was so much fire in the fucking stage. Everything was popping. Future come out. DJ Esco's on the side. I was lit as hell. I have a video I'm recording, and when Future come out, the camera's doing this. The camera's gone. The camera can't see nothing because I'm jumping and I can't breathe. I don't know. I just loved. It's just he puts me in that, I'm lit as hell when I remember, I think I told you this too. I was in Vegas at a club, drunk as shit. And Future was the hottest thing in the world right now. And I'm screaming at the DJ to play Future. And he was probably like, whoa, dude, chill out. But like, I'm screaming at this man. That's all I wanted to hear was some damn Future. Because I'm drunk as hell. Okay? That's the only thing I wanted to hear. I didn't want to hear nothing else.
I'm not trying to say he's a bad rapper. I'm just saying he doesn't mesh well with Drake.
That's terrible.
Drake gets me hype, and then the bars like going over my head for them first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Really fucks me up.
You know what it is? Drake wants to be just as toxic as Future, but he kind of cares a little bit too much.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
He wants to be just as toxic as him. But he's light skinned.
Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
You good. Light skin, but still a dark nigga,
I hate them. Oh my God. I can't. I try to skip that lesbian line to say that you're a lesbian girl. Me too. Ugh. Don't like that.
I just find myself not listening to Donda or CLB. And then I come to find out Kanye changed up a lot of the songs. Like he took Fabio Foreign and somebody else, some up and comer off of the songs, and he added his original chorus to it. The problem is I don't know what fucking song it is that they were on in the first place.
Yeah. Because Fabio Off the Grid I just listened to that recently, but the other one, there is another Fabio song, huh? I don't know what it is.
I guess I need, shout out to Ant. I need a features list. I need to see.
Yeah.
But I get it, that it makes it look more fluid when there's no features and all that.
I get it.
Like I felt like Tyler the Creator was doing that shit with one of his albums.
And but then a week later he puts it on there because it's like I think it's there for like the surprise factor, right?
Yeah.
Like Travis Scott released an album with no features on it, but then it's like surprise, this was a Drake song, and surprise, Lil Baby's on this one. That's dope. And then
I'm about to double bag with no features.
But when he puts out like by the next week, can you just put him on there just for information reasons? Jeez, I mean, the surprise is over, so it's over. Kanye, man.
So I just them the albums I'm not listening to, and I like both artists. But yeah, that's just me. Let's move on to some.
So Donda nor CLB is in your top 10? That's crazy
for this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're in my top 10, but they're not top 5. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee, like, if I really,
I'm not gonna say I can guarantee, but I don't think they are in my top 5 either.
Because I'm already thinking Isaiah Rashad, Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, Adele, and who's I just about to say? Lil Nas X. That's my top 5 right now. And one of them artists ain't even dropped yet, but she's already number 1. That's it.
She already stole the music industry. It's over.
Yeah, so that's my top 5. CLB and Donda might be 7 and 8, if in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
They're top 10, but they're not my top 5 for sure.
I think there may be. Maybe they might be in my top 10.
Oh, Tyler the Creator. That call me when you get that. That's it right there. They definitely not in my top.
Tyler's better than them, both of them. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tyler, by the way. Moving on. Tyler just won the first ever cultural icon influencer award.
Yeah, from Hip Hop Awards.
Yep, he did a great speech about it. He was talking about how he didn't have nothing prepared, and he mentioned how like this pastime, this hobby that we all have, like everyone in this room is in here because you guys are part of the community of rap and hip hop. And he was like, for all of us, this pastime and this hobby kept all of us out of trouble. And he's like, I wouldn't, I gotta pay thanks to to those who came before me. And he was really naming people. He wasn't like, oh no, oh yeah, I gotta thank fucking Rich the Kid and fucking Dexter. Like he was naming some very old school artists. Like he was all like KRS-One, Nas, Jay-Z, Bone Thugs. He was naming all of these people. And I just like that I like that he won it. And I like that he like shouted out all of those people that he was talking about, Bone Crusher and all. And it was pretty great. It was great. He definitely deserves that.
That's dope. Yeah, I did see something that Tyler won. I think he won Best Hip Hop Album as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he definitely deserved that. I just love to see, you know, because Tyler the Creator came out. I mean, Goblin. I remember listening to Goblin when I was in 10th grade, and he came out, and everybody was like, he's so weird. Controversial, weird, alternative. This is not no mainstream hip hop. Now Tyler the Creator is a mainstream hip hop artist at this point in his career. And it's not like that's like a knock against him either. Shit. He built that from the ground up, from when he had a store just on Fairfax, when when Odd Future was just a show on Cartoon Network on Adult Swim. You know, the shit, he really, really did build that then he had shoes out with Converse. That he built that brand, Odd Future, Wolfgang, KTA, Killed Them All. I like loved seeing that growing up, you know?
Yeah, that pink donut.
Yeah. And that, but I just, that first Tyler album is always going to have a special place in my little heart. Because it was just so outlandish and just right. I was in 10th grade. That was just right for me at the time. I was listening to Tyler and Drake. Take Care was, I think, maybe was out, and Tyler the Creator was out. I remember I was walking from the bus a lot, so I had a lot of time to listen to music. And Tyler the Creator, I was listening to the fuck out of that Goblin album.
Great album. I think my favorite might be Flower Boy.
Yeah, that one's a really good album too. His last two albums is really good. This one and Flower Boy, right? Scumfuck Flower Boy.
He doesn't miss.
He don't.
He doesn't miss. Golf Wang Media, Cherry Bomb. It's damn pretty good guy. But yeah, let's move on. Did you see the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight? The third one?
I did not, but I heard that Deontay fell.
Got knocked out.
And he didn't. My thing is, he didn't shake the kid's hand. He didn't shake Tyson Fury's hand after. And
Fury brought that up. And the least you can do is shake the man's hand.
You got to shake his hand.
The least you can do.
You know,
he's about it.
He thought he was going. Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially with men too. I've heard that because I've been talking to my sister about it. Like when men fight and it's a good fight or whatever, they always at least sometimes shake their hands after. But have you ever seen a girl fight besides professionally that ended with a handshake? I don't think ever.
No. They be out for blood. Like, Sharkey should know that.
Yeah, Sharkey should know, exactly.
And he cocked that leg back. That was like...
fucked her up. Ended her leg. Remember the shovel? That one video of the girl? They fighting, and then she grabbed the shovel, and the other girl's running, and you just hear, boom! It went her in the side of the head. Oh, my God.
Exactly.
But, I don't know. It's a respect thing, and I think it's because us as dudes are so... testosterone and they think that to settle an argument for real is to physically settle it. And once it's settled, that whoever won, and when you lost, you lost. And it set the argument, it's settled, you won the argument. All right, there's nothing else to do but just be like,
that's it.
GG's.
Turkey on rise better. Yeah. Turkey on rise better.
Hey,
right.
You got it.
I fought for ham and cheese, but it didn't win.
Yeah, it didn't win. So, but, yeah, I think that was a bum move. I think that's bummy, especially professionals boxing. I think that's a bummy move. But them niggas making so much money.
Lots and lots of money. Honestly, I still like. Why are you mad? Shake his hand. The second time he lost because he claims that fucking that wardrobe that he wore was so heavy and it was tiring him out.
Dang. You wouldn't have said that if you won.
You wouldn't have said that if you won. But okay, you chose that, so there's some accountability. And I get it. Okay, maybe you're mad about that. This third time, there was no wardrobe like that. You just lost the fight, bro. That's it. You knocked him down too.
Mm-hmm.
You come on, like shit. Before Wilder, Fury has never been knocked down twice.
Yeah.
In a match before.
Yeah.
And it's just, right now the better man won.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Tyson Fury. I don't want to hear people talking about how it's like, oh yeah, this is the great white hype and all that. That man is not the great white hype. That dude had a drug and drinking problem.
Yeah.
Almost killed him. Well, he tried to kill himself and kept failing.
Yeah.
He came from he was down at the bottom and worked his way back up. The better man won. Just shake his hand, bro. It's all good. Y'all both going home millionaires at the end of the day.
Multi-millionaires. I was looking at it. What's the name? Deontay Wilder was the B side of the fight. He was guaranteed $20 million plus 40% of the pay-per-view. That's way more than $50 million already. And Tyson Fury was guaranteed $30 million and 60% of the pay-per-view because he was the A side and he was the champion.
Yeah.
So that's you gonna automatically double your money out with that pay-per-view cut easy. So
already.
And this is y'all third fight. Y'all just made at least $200 million from each other by fighting each other.
Yes.
Let's do it a fourth time. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Why not? Why not?
I don't think there has been a fourth. I think they all end in trilogies.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, I get it, but you see how much money we just made? Why not? Let's do it again. Fuck it. Run it back. Run it back.
I would do it again. Shit.
Hold the Brinks truck.
I would fight no one else.
I wouldn't fight no one else. Why am I fighting other people? Why do I fight other people? Well, let's just do it until we run out of little money. We do it in another 5 years. Run out of little money. Do it another 5 years. Let's go. Fuck it.
I would definitely do it. Shit. Next month we coming back.
Let's run it.
Tax season we coming back.
Exactly. Run it back. All right. For no bro.
I don't think they can though, because honestly, I think a lot of niggas would.
We're gonna be on them TikTok cards then. You're gonna have some TikTok people under us. Fucking Addison Rae and Charlie D'Amelio fighting on the lower card, and then we gonna come out and be like, yeah, nigga. How much? 30 million and 50% bet right now. Let's go. Sign. Where's it at? Right here?
Oh,
okay.
Shit. 30-minute bet. Let's go. That's all me. That's all me.
That's all me.
I'm 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm 4 and 5. That's me right there. Right there.
Man.
Yeah, I'd do it again. I mean, shouts out to fucking Mayweather. I feel like he was the one that started this shit.
Yeah.
That was more on the financial side of it. Because if you notice, he wouldn't fight he wouldn't just fight anybody. And then the people he would fight, they were all great fighters.
Yeah.
And he always wanted the 60-40 split with 60 going to him.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just,
he's his business aspect of it netted him so much money. It's honestly crazy.
Man, that shit is amazing. I'll run it back. I'll definitely run it back. We're doing 10. We're doing 10.
Hell yeah, fuck it.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to do 10 fights.
Man, and sell it. Let's sell it to Netflix. Exclusively on Netflix too.
Don't let Netflix pick up the sport. Don't let whoever. I'm gonna find out who's the pencil pusher, who's the paperback Perry of Netflix. Because if that person find out he can get sports, that dude about to wild the fuck out. He gonna be at the office.
Ted Sarandos. Well, that's one of the head dudes.
Yeah, Ted Sarandos about to be saying nigga in the office and all that. He gonna be having YG bumping in the background, all that type of shit. He gonna be like, shit, I'm about to go after baseball and basketball right now.
I mean,
then I'm
think of his ego. I changed the world, but before Netflix, I put out cable out of business. Everybody making an app: Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Peacock, HBO Max. They trying to bite off my style. And then before Netflix was, remember, before House of Cards, because House of Cards was the first Netflix original. It was okay, they just thought, okay, let's just make some shit for us that you can only watch here. House of Cards, that shit show was good. Bam. And now we got Orange is the New Black. Now HBO Max got whatever. Everybody else got whatever. Imagine Ted Sarandos' ego,
Oh, I knew his ego was hella gassed and inflated.
Yeah.
When he started picking up canceled shows.
Yeah.
He like, y'all ain't gonna do that Arrested Development. Man, come my way.
He's like Bill Belichick. Picking out Aaron Hernandez out the prison and be like, put him on the field, let him go 30 touchdowns, and then, actually, he got to go back to prison. Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did what he needed to do, but okay.
Yeah. I was just watching the Super Bowl with Aaron Hernandez, and I'm like, Tom, get Tom Brady off the field. We got to delete this footage. Oh, I think Aaron Hernandez is a Super Bowl champion, if I'm not mistaken.
He is. He got what, 2?
Maybe. Oh gosh, it's terrible.
Yeah, that's why I felt. That's why it was stupid. Why are you with gangman? Why are you gangbanging?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, playing with the greatest quarterback of all time.
You're playing with the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
With the GOAT. And then at one point there was what was it? Michael Sonny was there, Edelman was there, Amendola was there, Gronk was there, Vince Wilfork was there. This is a solid team. You should be practicing every fucking day in the sand and on the beach, on the coldest beach in Greenland. The sand.
I'll be chilling with Tom. Like, what we doing, Tom? We getting up? We throwing balls today? I'm there. I'm on the way.
Man, I don't get that. I do not get all this money. Mm-hmm. And you still go, man. Yeah, let's move on because I don't. It's sad that he killed, but all that, it's sad that he died and everything. But fuck that. You're stupid. That's what you are. That's all that money and stop. You could have invested in Apple. Bitcoin was at like 30 cents. You stop. Let's move on, Ted. Okay, so now this is what we're about to do. Mm-hmm. Dave Chappelle just got another $800 million from Netflix. Speaking of Ted Sarandos.
Speaking of
from fucking Netflix and what they like to do. They don't give a fuck. Ted don't give a fuck. I think he owns 55% of Netflix when he only needs 51%. I think he likes to let the board know I have dominion. I have overwhelming control. I don't just have majority. That 5-1 means I have majority, but this 5-5, I have overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like I know. I don't even talk to y'all about a show. I'm making a Squid Game too. And the creator of Squid Game don't even know there's a Squid Game 2 coming. That's it. So, I got Parasite 4 in the works right now.
So to quote R. Kelly, step in the name of love. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me just tell you that.
So exactly. So Dave Chappelle right now is getting a lot of flack because of his latest special, The Closer. Mm-hmm. It's he talks very honestly and kind of hurtfully towards the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. But this is the crazy part. This black group called the Black Coalition or something like that, they're calling for it to be taken off of Netflix. I don't know who the fuck this black group is. I only knew about the Black Lives Matter movement. And by the way, people don't be tripping because they got $1 million houses. them 2 women that do the Black Lives Matter. That shit. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they died penniless. Get you a bag. This is bag season.
Get you a bag.
This is the most there's never been more millionaires ever in this nation until this era. So
get you his bag. It's bag season.
Yeah, I'm doing all this fucking work. But that's neither here nor there. I just have to get that off my chest. Mm-hmm. So the Black Coalition, I don't want to say the name because I think I might screw it up. They are calling for it to be taken off, and I believe the LGBTQ community is calling for it to be taken off.
Right.
That made me want to watch it before it actually happened. Mm-hmm. But then I waited another 4 days because I thought, well, Kevin Spacey did what he did, and the House of Cards is still there. Mm-hmm. And
that's very true.
I'm gonna keep, I'm gonna wait. It ain't going nowhere. He said some shit on his last 4 specials. Ted Sarandos said, I ain't taking shit off. So what the fuck you mean? You can do a triple click and look for the end subscription on my website.
Exactly.
Except the end subscription ain't gonna say cancel subscription. It's gonna be something like, would you like to donate to leukemia support? That's how they get you. They hide it. It's HTML text. That's how you can't cancel shit. And they put the real link into shit you ain't even gonna do because they know. But I watched it. I personally thought it was very funny. But the one thing I like is that he was very informative about things.
Yeah.
And he said this is going to be his last stand up for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
But towards the end, he mentioned the LGBTQ getting mad at him about the things he said and stuff in his last specials. And he said outright, he said, I just want to clear it up right now. I never had a problem with the LGBTQ community. I had a problem with white people because they're from the LGBTQ community until they have to be white again. And he was like, do y'all not think a gay person can be racist? Do y'all not think a trans person can be racist? He was like, if you look at my last special, I never talked down to them. I was asking things like, he said, in all my specials, I asked, how much do I have to invest into your fantasy and into your reality? I'm sorry. How much do I have to be invested into your reality? He asked, like, when is it too much? And he was just like, he was naming all these things that he said in his past special that he knows rubbed them the wrong way.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I never had a problem with them. And then he talked about a friend of his. Her name was Daphne. And whenever he came to San Francisco, you know, he had her open up for him. And he found out like she bombed and all that. But some heckler was like fucking with her and everything. She was a trans woman. And he was saying, you know, it was a man turned to a woman. And he was like, she was trans when I met her. But long story short, that ended up being one of his greatest friends all the way until the point where the LGBTQ community shunned her, and it led to her going to the top of her apartment building and jumping off of the roof. So he was just like, he was pointing out the fact, like, I never had a problem with you guys. I had a problem with white people. White people. That's always been my problem because I always see you guys beating down on people like me.
Yes.
And I want that to be addressed, you know, and that, you know, cute circa the whole thing with George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, and he even talked about the whole DaBaby situation.
Yeah.
He mentioned, like, you know, DaBaby shot and killed somebody in a Walmart. Career's been just fine. By the way, he shot and killed that person in Walmart out of defense. The charges were dropped. He was found not guilty. All that. Charges were dropped. There was no sentence. Yeah, so that was all out of defense. Yeah, so I recommend it. It's very good. I see why it's so controversial, but when you hear them out, like if you can just listen through it and stop looking for the things that piss you off, look for those things because they're gonna come. They're gonna come. He says some shit that's gonna fuck with you. Look, it's gonna hit you, but also listen to his explanation of it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I like it.
I didn't like. I haven't even really like gone into it too much. Because I don't know. I remember I just saw some headline that he was Team Turf or something like that, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
Oh, that's when J.K. Rowling said what she said. She was all like, "Gender is a fact." Well, he said that he was paraphrasing what she said.
Yeah,
and he was like, you know, affectionately, she was saying, "Gender is a fact." And I guess over there where she's from, they called her a TERF, and he was like, "What the fuck is that?" And it's a trans exclusionary,
radical feminist.
Yeah, and it's basically it's women who were born women who get offended by trans women.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm Team TERF. You know, I'm Team TERF. I'd be mad too. It's kind of like black people seeing other people do blackface. He was like, I can see why they're mad at that. I'm Team TERF. You know, and he did say a good joke too. I don't want to say it on here because I'm trying to fuck up, but it was a very good it was a good joke. But that's all. We're gonna leave it at that. But
the only thing I would say is I get what he was saying, especially with DaBaby and like how something, you know, like he said he killed somebody. He killed another black man, but since he said something about a predominantly white community, then it's like now we cancel him, you know, for that. But I guess my little thing where I disagree with him would be like kind of the attacking part or the, like he said, the exclusionary part. Like, I don't get what I get that, you know, certain, you know, people in the trans community can get very defensive about, like, say if you slip up, you say he or something when, you know, she, you know, it's a she. or she wants to identify as a she, and you slip up and stuff like that. It's a quick correction and be like, oh, my bad, real quick. But I guess I don't get the really, really defensiveness. And then plus, if you have one bad interaction with a trans person, is then immediately put as in all trans people are like this, they all want to be called they all are, and I mean that we've dealing with the same shit like that with black people, listen to rap music. Oh, you all are like that. You all are like that, So I think I would disagree with him a little bit on like just, I guess, take each like interaction you have with a quote unquote trans person or a community, like even the trans community that's online tweeting shit, if you want to have a conversation with him, have a conversation with him. But I feel like he kind of not cherry picked an issue, but like he added one interaction and kind of generalized it. You know what I'm saying? And I think once you generalize things, it can definitely get a little choppy, to say the least.
Yeah, very much so.
But he did speak some truth, his truth, and I agreed with him on some things. But yeah, some of the I can kind of get why the nigga LGBTQs people is mad. I get what they're saying.
I get why they mad at it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can also get where he coming from at the same time too. I play that really well. I know how to play the devil's advocate and middle ground. I'm a middle fucking motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
that's a very great that's a very good quality that a lot of people strive so hard to get, because you're able to step outside of the box.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah,
see the perceptions and other things like the whole perfect example, Nazi Jews, Nazi Germans, and how they hated the Jews. We've been told, growing up, that Nazis were evil. They are. I'm not siding with fucking Nazis.
Wait, hold on. Where are we going?
No, they are horrible people. So you side with the Jews. You want them to win. But then just the fact that you can step out of this whole this paradigm of sorts, and see from their perspective, like they really believe that they are superior.
Yeah.
And they believe that they need to kill these people.
They were wrong.
I understand y'all dead wrong. You guys are dead wrong for that. Where's the bombs?
Yeah.
Y'all, but yeah, the fact that you can do that, that's a very good quality.
I think it's because my main thing in life, for real, is by one rule, and it's the golden rule. I learned it in First Christian. Thank you, Christianity, for there it is. There it is. That's what I learned. I'm just kidding.
No ass to mouth.
Yeah. Well, the second thing that I learned, but it's the golden rule, which is do unto others as they do unto you, or treat others with the same way you want to be treated. I treat every single person the same exact way that I would like to be treated. And if I'm not treated that way, I reciprocate energy, it's mutual energy. So if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. If you're a little weird to me, then I can be a little weird to you, because you obviously want to be treated a different type of way that you treat other people. And that's not right. A person with money should treat a waiter just as with the same amount of respect as Jay-Z or something like that. You know what I'm saying? As another mogul that he's talking to. So I think that's the biggest quality in a person. But in life in general is all about perspective. I can get where a Trump supporter comes from. I get it.
I get that.
I get it. You're from, Alabama, and all of a sudden this nigga tell you he don't want you to have guns. What? Fucking what? I get it. But if you yourself can say that life is all about perspective too, it goes both ways. Democrats, Republicans, whatever. Like learning perspective of each other, put yourself in each other's shoes, and kind of come to an agreement by using facts and just, I don't know, just shit. It's all out there for you. You just don't have that tribal mindset,
Yeah, it's the thing. A lot of people will just go to their graves never achieving.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, because it comes from a sense of anger. And it's what's the word I'm looking for? To be able to do that, because I feel like I can do it as well, but it comes from a place of just like a complete balance of sorts. Serenity. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Just like being in that phase of serenity. Like if somebody say like what is it? Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go hard against them people. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about cinnamon toast? So you just fucking you're weird. You're just
wow.
you're weird. The fucking square things, fuck that shit. Nah, hell no. Hell no. And then don't even bring up the Fruit Loop supporters.
Don't bring up Fruit Loops.
Ooh, that's you basically
we ranking cereals? No, we're not. Yeah, we're not doing that.
No, we're not ranking no cereals. But I'm just giving a lighter example. But now it's just like to be able to understand where that person is coming from. Like, shit, they were probably brought up on Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, no, yeah.
First thing that hit their mouth that was ever combined with milk. Mm-hmm. They was like, this shit is fire. Why would I change it? Mm-hmm. I don't want to go to Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard for people. It's like it comes from a sense of passion and anger.
Yes.
When people can't see your side,
but they're blinded by it.
Yeah, like they're passionate, but then it's like it can seep into anger because now they're mad that you don't agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if they can just understand it, if you can just understand it and have that serenity of like, I get where you're coming from, but try and see it my way.
Yeah.
And I'll try and see. Let's come to common ground because we're not going to get 100% what we want.
Exactly.
So let's do 50-50. But Ted Serrano gets 55. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's move on.
I think it's about that time too as well to go ahead and make it to the best segment of the podcast, which is the Big Daddy, Big Gelati bowl of chili in the office. You know, the episode of The Office where Kevin spills the chili.
Wait, hold on.
The Big Daddy rant.
I got some shit for this.
The Big Daddy, Big Gelati rant to two baddies. Mm-hmm. The big rant. It's their time. Oh my god. What is
University of Phoenix Online, let's go Sooner! They're the Sooners, right?
No, not at all. Each week, like every week, me and Edward got something to say, something to get off our chest. Something. Let's go Sooner. It's Oklahoma Sooners. Jesus Christ.
University of Phoenix Online. Let's go Sooner. I'm gonna do that. That's why I think it's great that I.
How you gonna have a football game on the Zoom meeting? It's like it's 2025. They still in the pandemic. The University of Phoenix Online is still in the pandemic because they built an arena. And all they shit is just Zoom. Everybody on Zoom.
Oh my! I like having fun with that. I'm gonna start doing that shit. I'm gonna go to a fucking Wildcats game.
Oh god!
And just be in the crowd. Let's go Johnson and Wells. Let's get it. Woo! The J&W Huskies.
Like I said, it's time for the rant, and it's time for us to rant it out. You got your rant ready, Edward?
Let's go Auburn Bulldogs. Let's get it. I can see the instigation. See, this is what happens when you have great perception and you're working towards peace and serenity. You become a very good instigator.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
Because it's all just humor now. You know? The USC Eagles are pretty good this year.
Oh, my God. Please. I don't care about USC though, so
take the U of A Cougars.
You don't have to bring us into it.
I think the U of A Cougars are playing against the
University of Arkansas's Cougars. Yes,
The U of A Cougars are playing against the Atlanta Falcons next week.
Atlanta Falcons. Jesus Christ,
this shit's gonna be fun. I just tapped into a whole new world right now. Yeah, I got my rant ready. Let's get it.
What you got? What you got for us? What you got to get off our chest this week, Edward?
Ooh. Hold on. Someone's breaking into my house. I might have to get a person off my chest this moment.
Oh, here it is. There it is.
Let's find out. It's exclusive.
Call the ambulance.
No, you good. I kind of wrote you in as an intruder. We're still doing the podcast, but we were about to see if you was coming in as a burglar. But yeah, let's get back to the rant. I don't have nothing big. I'm great, guys. You know, if you're not watching this on YouTube or Twitch TV / D-Tad Mosby or Dead Nemesis,
he didn't die. He didn't die.
Yeah, it wasn't a burglar. It was some booty.
It was some ass. That's funny.
Yeah. So I don't think I have a big rant. I'm glad you asked me to go first because I like the person with the smaller rant to go first. Yeah, I don't have a rant.
You don't have a statement to say?
Not really. What did you have a rant? You said you had a rant?
Yeah.
What's the rant?
Everybody who drives. No, okay. I'm Wendy. So everybody that be driving knows the lane closest to the exit on the right is the slow lane.
That's true.
The one on the left is the fast lane.
That's true.
You know, mind your business.
That's in the book.
Why are you going 30 miles in that lane?
Oh, in the freeway? On the freeway?
Why?
Oh, on the freeways.
Yes, freeway.
Oh, okay. No.
Why? Tell me what goes on through your head. Please.
This is unprecedented.
So many people. Oh, okay, that's it.
That's it.
I'm getting heated.
That's a good rant.
Yeah, that's a good rant. No. It's.
I got over the whole not putting your blinker, just swerving, thinking you the king of the road. Okay, whatever. But slow, people got lives. I gotta be from A to B real quick. I ain't got 20 minutes to drive 2 miles on the motherfucking freeway. You know, I ain't got time.
Exactly.
I work in San Bernardino County. I live in LA County. I ain't got time. And I enjoy my sleep.
No time.
We ain't got time for this.
We had no
it's
time.
2021. Why are you outside? You ain't got a job.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for real.
I mean, I'm just saying, like.
Did you dye your hair, Wendy? Okay.
I should have said.
She did. It looks great, too.
Hey, your hair.
A party on Sunday. Saturday.
We got a guest speaker, Wendy, in the house. The OG goat.
That was my rant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
you. I got heated. I feel my blood pressure going high.
We
I appreciate the show on the guest speaker, Wendy Sandoval, expressing herself. Exactly. No, yeah, for real. I do kind of get annoyed when niggas is going too slow on the right on the freeway. That's very true. Or on the left, excuse me. But
she brought food. She is so about to get pregnant.
There it is. That's all you need to get a baby from Edward is food. Yep. But
I'm gonna have a How I Met Your Mother segment. They're gonna be like, how did we get born, Dad? Well, your mom brought fucking Portos and 2 tacos from Jack in the Box. That's what happened. You gotta thank that big ass white head on that man at Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
she brought a snack pack. She brought some egg rolls from Jack in the Box. That's why I got you, Samantha.
She brought a snack pack and got the back cracked. That's what happened.
God. Oh my God.
I'm a fucking rapper. That's my rant. Rappers, let me in the fucking game. I'm rapping over here.
Oh my God.
I got bars. Meek
That's
Mill,
terrible.
you know I rap your ass out. Kanye, you know you need me on that fucking album. But I'm not wearing no goddamn uniform. I ain't did that shit in high school when they wanted us to. They were threatening us with suspension. They were like, yeah, you can't have your earphones hanging out your shirt. No, I'm like, shit, what's gonna happen? 5-day suspension. That's a week off. That's
basically what that is.
Would take that. Yeah. Man, yeah, do your rant, Ted. My rant is people. Fuck y'all. Except for those who support us. I appreciate y'all. You know, come on through. You know, we're going to have a little party, a little shindig, you know, where, you know, come on the club, Dad, you know, where we do something for 2 something.
Exactly.
You know, add a bottle of Jose, you might screw something, you know.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Let's go, Phoenix. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Go. All right, Ted, do your rant. Do your rant. I'm not trying to keep this thing going.
But yeah, my rant is a little bit, I guess, more, you know, kind of serious, I guess. in tone, but really it had to do with football and the fucking sport I fucking love. I love later in life, but I do love it. But if you didn't know, right before we went live, John Gruden was resigned as Raiders football coach because he said in some emails some racist, misogynistic, and anti-gay shit, called the Roger Goodell, the CEO of the NFL, the F word, derogatory F word for gay people, and shit like that. But really, I want to focus on the racism part because Michael Smith, he used to be on ESPN with Jamel Hill, if you remember that show. I think it was called His and Hers, and it was like two black people, on ESPN. And I used to love that show. Yeah. Shout out to Jamel Hill.
I think they ended her like contract or something that they had with her, but they still had to pay her out like $25 million.
Yeah, they paid her out a lot of money, and yeah, she's still doing. I think she still works for like the ESPN, kind of like, which is the Undefeated, but it's like more black focused. But anyways, she he had a really good, way of saying, like, of explaining it to him. So yeah, watch his segment on it, but about Michael Smith, about his reporting on all this John Gruden mess. But it was just basically John Gruden texted or emailed, a NFL owner. I think it was the Dan Snyder of the Washington football team, basically calling. Let me get it. I want to get it exactly right. Calling the head of the NFLPA, which is like the players union, the representative for the NFL players. He was a black man, and I don't think he called him the N-word, and also, his name was, what is his name again? DeMaurice Smith. He called him Dumb Osiris Smith. Smith has lips the size of Michelin tires, which is,
oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
This was recent?
Well, he made that in 2011.
Oh, okay, because I was scared to say, like, damn, this is crazy.
And, but stuff like that, especially in a predominantly 80%, I would say, black workplace that you have, is kind of, an omen about what black people have been saying this whole time. Like, just because the NFL is just run, it's not run by black people, but is 80% predominantly black, and you wouldn't think that this place, that someone who was born into the football and coached football for 20 years, he probably has said, I don't have a racist bone in my body because look at this, I'm friends with all these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I gave a black man a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's like that is what real racism is to me, is the one that's the ones that's hidden in the emails and hidden in, talking to other white people, talking to other powerful, owners. Because what did the response? What was the response when he said he got lips the size of Michelin tires? He probably was like, he sure is black as fuck. F word probably does, So that's what and then, that bias can be used to like hold a player back or something like that because he kneeled during the national anthem or something, and then he doesn't agree with that, so that holds him back or something like that. But that's why niggas is kneeling, because y'all are being racist behind the scenes. But that's what the real racism is, because if you're racist behind the scenes and you own all the stuff, I can't get a bank loan because y'all racist behind the scenes. I can't, I can't get a home loan or anything because y'all see me as this different type of way in your personal emails. And that's what it is. Racism isn't just going to a Walmart and, the white lady is following you all down the aisles and stuff. That's racism. That is. But that's not the only form of racism. Racism is also going back home and emailing your boss about the black dude in the, that you had to look extra careful at because he had a tattoo or something like that. So that's what it is. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like people especially in that position of power, they have a, you never know. John Gruden's probably like listening to Fox News and shit and whatever all these people will be talking about. And I guess he gets feeling that type of way. I don't know. I just don't get it. But yeah, that's where the real racism lies. I guess that's where my rant is in secret shit like that, Because that's what really holds people back and holds people of color back is the secret conversations that we don't hear about us.
Yeah, that's something that you're actually on par with what Jay-Z said. What was that, 5 years ago with the whole Donald Sterling thing?
Yeah,
about the Clippers owner and V. Stiviano.
Yeah,
he brought up some shit like that. I think we as a people were all just so like hung up and like focused in on like this girl V. Stiviano being basically a cuckold for him, and we weren't thinking about the powers that be that are probably just as racist as Donald. And Jay-Z brought that up. So like, this is cool, the suspension, and you can't come to a game and all that, but that's not enough. Y'all penalizing that one person. There needs to be investigations in this whole thing. He's just one man.
He's just one man.
There's bigger powers that be.
Yeah. He was probably talking to
owner.
Yeah, that was the owner. He's probably talking to other owners, being like, you know, my girl brought some of them up here, and it's like, oh, he brought one of the, not on the court, but like, off the court. Like, whoa. So that's, I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just like, that's what the real racism lies, and that's why kids kneel for the fucking, how you like, he's the reason why people are kneeling, but he don't like him. You know, he guess you just don't like him kneeling. Because it feels like he's the reason for it, and when you try to say that you don't get why people are kneeling for the flag, or like, you know, these black players are, you know, they get paid millions of dollars to play a game, so get up and stand up for your country. First of all, a Green Beret was mad at Colin, or said it was disrespectful for Colin Kaepernick to sit during the national anthem. So he told them they had a conversation, just like we were talking about earlier, came to a middle ground and said, well, maybe you should kneel during it. And then he did it as well. And then now it turned to this firestorm and made it political and all that. So, and
none of them think about any of that.
They don't think about any of that.
Having that conversation about kneeling and not disrespecting the American flag. Like, he got the shit from a Green Beret. That's not something you just sign up for. That's a next level branch. So it's just, it's sad. It's fucked up. You're absolutely right though.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of clips of people, of like prominent people saying that, you know, people who influence people, like these newscasters and stuff, saying that, you know, Barack Obama was, you know, voted president, so I don't get how the country can be racist, you know, and that's right. Well, that's one reason, because you think if a president is elected that's black, everything is solved. It's not a one trick fucking thing. It's an embedded culture that is in America, but that's a greater conversation.
Once again, it comes from that lack of perception. A lot of people are going to go to their graves not learning how to understand the other sides.
That's very true.
That's why a lot of arguments can never come to a
vice versa too. White, black, and white, and or whoever.
Yeah, no, I get it. I completely understand. The founding fathers were great men. They were racist, and you know what? I'm quoting Tosh.0 because I thought this was a great quote that he said. He said all the founding fathers were genius they were racist men with a handful of amazing ideas. That's what they were. I'm not taking that away. Willie Lynch, phenomenal thinker on how to break a black soul. Yeah. That dude is the one who integrated breaking a black man's mind.
Yeah.
Taking the alpha man's mind. In Jamaica, they are raping, they're fucking the male slaves in front of everybody to establish dominance. There are people like Willie Lynch like that. I get it. I'm not for it, but I get the whole aspect of it. It's a genius plan. You fucking disenfranchise everyone who looks like me, and it's smart. But I fucking hate it because it's my people that got disenfranchised and stuff. So I'm just not with that. But at the same time, I also have to understand it's a smart plan. Look how far you guys have gotten. Look at the access you guys stopped black people from getting.
Yeah. But
how much stuff y'all got going on. So I get both sides. I just don't like their side, and I really don't like that they don't get our side. Wendy, please give me a moment. And that's basically it.
Yeah. I just don't get what, I don't know. I don't get what they was trying to do. But I get what you're saying. Like they had to, it's kind of the audacity of trying to get some phenomenal thinker to think about how to disenfranchise a certain group, you know, like it's the audacity of that. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, the American dream was made without black people in mind, you know, like all that, the Constitution was written, all that shit was made without black people in mind. We were just a subset of people that were dragged over here at that point, and they didn't really give a fuck about any of that, any given rights and shit.
Again, I want to reiterate to everyone listening, I am not for the racist people and slave masters and stuff. I simply understand the smart thinking behind what they did. You can't be a dumbass and pit an entire culture against itself and make them gaslight themselves for generations to come.
Yeah.
That takes some very intellectual thinking. I get and I understand what they did.
It's just the fact that niggas
don't like that shit.
Yeah, and they waste all that intellectual thinking on something so evil in a way.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Yeah, it's just we got to do better. Racism is still, it's 2021 and you would think it was gone, you know. My great grandmother just died. She was born in 1923. Just died in 2021. And
1923?
Yeah.
She's older than Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
Or she was. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, she was older than Martin Luther King Jr. I've always remembered that. And she just died. But she didn't been through it all, you know. She was born in Alabama in the 1920s, you know. And we still dealing with racism to this day. It's gotten better, but it's also in a way gotten worse in certain ways. But yeah, that's my rant. It's gotten way more secretive. Because out there, out back then it was out and about. In words, whites only.
Yeah.
And people act like that was like so far ago. That was like only 70 years ago. That was right there. Your great grandma probably knows something about it, you know.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So it's not like it wasn't so long ago. But yeah, we just got to do better, and you know, we out here. But that's my rant. Yeah, got a little serious for the kids.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I think that's the end of the show.
I think that'll end our show. Thank y'all again for being here. Yeah, thank you, George.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to thank George for the production and setup. I want to thank special guest Wendy Sandoval.
Wendy.
And you know, shout out to Wendy trying to distract me with fucking twerking.
Ooh, mini side rant before. Speaking of Wendy, Wendy Williams still is out with, you know, she's in the hospital or I don't know what's going on. I need people to be on her ass, like she be trying to get information on what's wrong with her. Like she tried to get information on what's wrong with other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep that same energy. I'm gonna send journalists over there taking pictures of you in your, you know, in your house and you looking terrible or something. And I'm trying to get the scoop on what's going on because that's how you want to live your life. And you can't take the heat, basically. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Very good example of that.
Yeah. Anyways. But thank y'all for tuning in to the Theodore and Edward Show.
Exactly.
We out here. We in here.
Stay up, stay safe, and stay blessed.
Stay blessed. Love yourself because who the fuck else is going to do it? I'm sure as hell not. Damn, I shouldn't say that every time. But I might. I just might do it. Tune in to see if I insult you again next week. All right.
No.
Have a good one, ladies and gents and people of people. Peace out.